Okay, it's been so long for an update. I think it's been a while since I've done an update. So here I am to do an update. It's January. I really don't know what date it is. Alexa, what date is today?
It's Sunday, January 10th.
Oh, the 10th of January, 2021. Well, the holidays came and went. Thanksgiving came and went.
So, I don't know that one.
She doesn't know that one. A quick week recap. We've been locked down. I live in New York State, so everyone's been very careful. The numbers are climbing in where I live. So Thanksgiving, which is the end of November, I made a big dinner on Wednesday, and my partner and I, Chris Smith, we took it up to my kids in Buffalo and my nephew. So we took dinners to them. Oh, these are my old glasses. No wonder I can't see out of them. So we took Thanksgiving dinner up to them the day before, and it was an easy drive. And then Christmas, we stayed home, and they didn't come down. I usually have a big Christmas dinner here, but we didn't do it this year. It was canceled, so that was that. We're on sort of, our world is, I pretty much just go shopping. We go shopping like once every week or 2 weeks. And then I was writing a short story. I hadn't written a short story in quite a long time, and so I did write a short story. It was quite a long one. I started in mid-November, and I finally finished at the end of the year. And that's out. I sent it out to some publications. You'll see if it'll get published. I don't know. So I've been pretty creative during these times. Chris and I also, he bought a ping pong table we put in the second floor of the barn. So we've been doing a lot of ping pong. So that's been a lot of fun too. So that was great. Now, about what's going on in this country, it's a nightmare. Trump is the worst president, will go down in history as the worst president ever of the United States of America. There is no question in my mind. He just cannot tell the truth. He has no work ethic. He lies to his supporters. His supporters are like blindly following this guy, and the guy just lies to them about everything. It's unbelievable. And then what happened at the Capitol, it's interesting. I was watching pretty much riveted to the TV because I'm kind of a political junkie. And we were seeing a lot of videos, shortly after that. And it seemed kind of like, it got out of hand. It seemed almost like a college bunch of kids going in there and just doing stupid things. But then you start watching like the news abroad, and the video was totally different. It was just really, really, it was an insurrection. It was a attempt at a coup. And to say it was anything else is just insane, because that's what it was. And he, in his earlier, that day he was giving at his rally, he was saying, let's go down. Let's go to the Capitol building. But let's meant he would go to the White House and they would all go to the Capitol. A lot of problems there. And, I'm so thankful he's leaving. And I think a lot of people are just like, even a lot of people I know, Republicans, I don't have a problem with the Republican, but, this guy is he's bad news. He's just bad news, clearly. The other thing I wanted to say, it's just a personal feeling of mine, is his followers, they're looking for something. They're angry, I guess. They're angry about, I don't know, they're angry about a lot of things, I guess. And they're looking for something, but the answer, I know it sounds really hokey and everything, but the answers all for us are all within ourselves. And when you put all your marbles into belief in a person, like a follower of a person, you're setting yourself up. Because that person can't really deal with your personal issues or your personal situation. Maybe, you can take out your anger on other people because of that person. It gives you permission to do terrible things to other people or say terrible things to other people. And that gives you great satisfaction, but that's not going to sustain you. You have to find an inner strength, and that's a problem. And you have to be honest. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest. You have to hold other people accountable as well for what they say. And anyways, he's always been a liar, a terrible liar. And that's what got me more angry than everything else. But then again, of course, the COVID thing is just a disaster. He's not a manager. He's terrible. He's terrible at everything. I mean, he's good at media, which he's very good at media. So he should be like a media mogul, you know. He should move somewhere. I don't know what country wants him. I don't think Canada would take him. Just saying, I don't think they would. Anyways, we'll see what happens with him. But I think this whole week, the pandemic was bad, and so bad the way the federal government handled it. And he was just a spokesperson. He could just go out and, you know, be the talking points for all the scientists and the doctors, but he didn't want to do that. He was saying such stupid things. And then this whole thing of actually, you know, sabotaging the system. I mean, and people died, and it's just terrible. So anyways, I was thinking about this in the middle of the night. I wasn't sleeping well. And I just thought, the power is within all of us to live our best life, to find out what we need to do, how we need to proceed. No matter what your circumstances are, some people, you know, some people are blessed with a wonderful family and finances and everything. Other people, and even those people, I can be very unhappy. And other people have to struggle and have to work really hard. But we all, you know what's right from wrong. We all have principles. We should develop those principles. And so I was thinking, what I'd like to do, I mean, I'm going to do a giveaway today, and I'm going to, it's not of anything really too having to do with tarot, but I'm going to, I have a book. I have several books. People, I don't know if they know that I write a lot of books. So I'm going to give away this book, 101 Ways to Meditate. If we all meditated or prayed or focused or did all kinds of things to help our spirit, our self inside, we'd be a lot further along. Anyways, this is 101 Ways to Meditate. It got great reviews. It's a little bit older book, but it doesn't get old. I mean, it's all the same information. And the 101 Ways to Meditate is just to get you going and thinking about all the other ways you can meditate, because you can actually, it's infinite number of ways of meditating. It's whatever you want to do. I do a lot of going to a special place and also release meditations that I talk about in the book. So I'm going to give away 3 of these books to anyone. I don't care where you live. If you live in Australia or New Zealand, or if you live in Europe or Africa somewhere, or China. I don't think China gets my station. But wherever you live, I will mail it to you. I can't guarantee it will get to you, but I will mail your book. If you are, get selected to, I'll pick 3 names. Now, just put it in the comments that you'd like to be put in for the book, and I'll get your name and I'll put it in a hat, or do something with numbers or something, I don't know. And then I'll, you don't have to be a member or a subscriber. You can just put it and throw your hat in there. And then I will contact you via your YouTube name and get your address. So you'll have to share your address with me, but I will mail it out and it'll be sent to you, and I will burn your address. I mean, I won't keep it for any other reason. So there's something I want to do. I just putting it out there into the world. Something to offer somebody something. I don't know. Now, so that's that. Now, the other thing, so I have been doing a lot of other art besides writing the story, which took me 6 weeks. I did do something else I'm going to show you. And it's kind of has to do with a little bit with tarot. And I haven't decided what I'm going to call these things that I'm making. But I'm thinking, at first I thought they were going to be wizard women. But now I'm thinking it's the high priestess. I don't know. So this is the prototype. This is the first one I did, and it's rough around the edges there. And she's got a little pensive thought, and she's a kind of a high priestess type of person, or a wizardy kind of person, and it's made out of air dried clay. And I learned a little bit about air dried clay and how to maybe do things differently for the next more of these. So I want to do a whole series of these different colors, and it's the same sort of style. I like this way it looks. And I painted, so it was air dried clay, and I let it dry for quite a bit quite a long time. Then I did acrylic paint on it in golds and obviously purples. I did her little turban. The face was interesting because I hadn't. It looks kind of good, sort of in the profile, but I had to adjust that a little bit. So I had to give more thought to. See, when you do a face, if you're going to paint it, you also have to think about that, how you're going to paint it and everything. But I think it turned out kind of good. And then I put epoxy all over it. And that's what all this stuff is on the bottom, this epoxy. So this is the prototype of a high priestess, one of my high priestesses. I don't know if I'm going to call her high priestess or wizard lady or wizard woman or something, I don't know. But I want to do more of these for the summer when I start selling again. People coming to the barn. Then, Chris has helped me a lot with this. I started, I had children's classes a couple years ago before this whole thing happened with the pandemic. And I had them come over and we made little blocks. And they were 2-inch blocks, and we work on each side, and they would put stickers on them and do little paintings and all kinds of things that they would decorate with. And I had we had some punches of little frogs and circles and all that stuff. And then I was thinking about, wouldn't it be cool if I put my art? I have so much art, and I'm thinking, well, I'm going to make these cubes of my art. Like this is a landscape art. Landscape. Let's see. Landscape. This glare is really, there you go, that looks better. So it's landscape, there it's a lily pad. That's a trees. It's like a little kind of a road off. And then this one, which is one of my better selling prints. And I did 2 of these, 2 landscapes. Now these will, they're not finished yet. These are mounted, cut and mounted. This is another landscape. And then I'm going to, it's a sunset with a lighthouse. And then another sunset. So I'm going to also put epoxy over. So it's my epoxy winter. And so I did this one. This is the prototype, so it's really messed up. But I did epoxy on it. You can see how shiny it is going to get. So I want to do the shininess. That's the last thing I do on these. And so I went through all my pictures that I liked, and I have, my cats. I have done cats for many years, and I've sold a lot of cats as well. I mean, pictures of cats. Pictures. And so I have these cats that I'm gonna sell. That's on the cover of my book. There you go. So I have 2 cats. There's my cat lady. There's a fish jumping over the moon, and cats in hats. Cat's in a yellow chair, near a yellow chair, and office kitty. She's sitting at her desk with the light over her. So we have cats and landscapes, and then finally I added, well, I'm going to do my women shy girls, but I haven't done the cubes yet. And then these are the collages I did in 2019, and these are all of women. Or it's more of a black and white. There's that's called Joan. So these are pictures of my paintings that I'm putting in cubes, and I'm going to have little feet on them, so they'll be standing up a little bit. Isn't this fascinating? And then here's my collage one that I did. Now it's not collage; it's a picture of paintings or collage work or collages that I did, and this one is kind of weird. I'm not sure. You can't really see that one girl in there. There's a girl sitting here at the laundromat. And there's that girl. I use that picture a lot. I'm also coming out with another book, hopefully soon. It's not going to be it's not going to be my mystery, but it's going to be Mrs. Plum's journal, and I'm going to have pictures, poetry, and prose in a kind of a combination sort of thing. So that's going to be done soon. I'm going to be showing this deck. Chris showed this deck on his channel, Slip the Trap, and I want to show this tarot. This is what I asked for Christmas. Tarot of Mystical Moments. And she did the Oracle of Mystical Moments. And it's sort of surrealistic, but they're just beautiful pictures. I will show them probably in the next week. And this is the devil, the king, the Knight of Cups, and they're all gilded. And the book is really good. It's not like the Japaritsa. I mean, it's very different art, but the book, just like the Japaritsa book was different, and yet it was Rider-Waite Smith, but there was a little different take on the cards. This is the same of this. With the book, you get to understand what, she explains things better. Now, some are pretty obvious, but like this one, for instance, it's the Ten of Swords. Isn't that a wonderful take on the Ten of Swords? And of course, it's mind, with the air suit. Now, I don't know what she says in that, but I'll go over this when I go through the book. I want to. I've had this now for about 2 weeks, and I want to read the book first, so I can give this its proper due. But I did notice the book is really good. Explains it in the pictures a little bit better. And so, that is that. Again, I want to give away my book to 3 people, no matter where you live. Put your name down. You don't have to put any information down now. Just say you're interested in the giveaway, and then I'll contact you. I can contact you once you put down your comment. I think I can email you, right? I'm pretty sure. And then I'll let you know. And then I'll need your address. Okay. Well, it's been great. It's been crazy here. I don't know. It's been strange in the United States with the COVID and it's been the last 4 years, 5 years have been insane. And then COVID and the mismanagement of it. And, nobody's getting, I know some people got shots in my town, and they were ones that the nursing home and the people that worked in the nursing home, which I was happy to hear. But, there's supposed to be all these people were supposed to be, getting the vaccine, and the numbers are really low, and no one seems to know what's going. So I'm really looking forward to a new management, federal group in there. And, Joe Biden is interesting. Joe Biden is, he seems like a nice guy. It's hard to get excited about Joe Biden because he's just like Joe, he's Joe Biden. He's been around forever. And, but, I've been really happy with him. He's the perfect man for this job at this time. He knows what he's doing. He's been around forever. He knows everybody. He's a kind-hearted person. And he just, I think his North Star is solid. I think he knows exactly how to handle things. And he may be one of our best presidents ever. You never know, I don't know. The other thing I want to mention, I don't know if anyone else here watches her, but there's Heather Cox Richardson is on Facebook. She also has a YouTube channel. Chris and I have been watching a lot of her. She's a historian from Boston University. And she writes letters all the time, every other day or so. I don't know when she writes these letters, but she also gives talks on Facebook. It's really worth catching up on that. You realize, this country, we were raised with, we grew up with freedoms, and it's not been really true when you think about it. A lot of people have been freer than others, and there's been a lot of turmoil over the years. And she talks a lot about that. She brings in today with the yesterday and the past. So if you don't follow Heather Cox Richardson on YouTube, you could maybe consider it. She's really good. That's it. That's all I got. Sorry I have been running around doing all this stuff, but I'm back now, and I don't know what kind of readings I'm going to do. Should I still keep doing Trump? I don't want to do that guy. He's just so toxic. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. And again, have a great day, and thanks for watching.